Hello, Juggernauts, and Happy New Year. Coach Liz here to share a little bit with you about our upcoming cycle progressions for all of our programs, since we are starting a new cycle on the 4th, which is this coming Sunday, all right, tomorrow. So I'll try and keep this quick, and if you make it to the end, congratulations. Love you so much. All right, we've got Endure first. We will have a week of a little bit of hodgepodge, hitting everything during Bring a Friend week coming up. And then after that, we will hit our first week of our cycle. So you can expect these 3 movement patterns to start on the 11th. All right, so first one is going to be some landmine work, focusing on hips and some rotational strength through our core. Our second pairing will be our rear foot elevated split squat progression, which is also known as Bulgarian split squat. So get excited for some single leg strength work. And we'll be pairing that with some ankle, knee, and hip kind of joint care work with that. We'll also then have a day where we're focusing on those upper body gains with our vertical pressing and pulling. We'll have a variety of movements that we're doing in that progression as well. All right. With that, we're going to be, of course, continuing our varied stimulus training with our conditioning sessions. So, you'll still get all of the different fitnesses in our Endure cycle. For our fitness cycle, we are kind of going back to basics for a few weeks. We have the Open coming up in about a month and a half. And so these first 6 weeks or so are going to be spent really focusing in on our baseline strength and conditioning and getting some touches on a little bit of everything. Okay, so we'll have some test and retest beginning and end of the cycle on our back squat, deadlift, and our strict press overhead. We'll have a little bit of not really a deload, but some varied intensity to help us perform well in the Open, kind of in the middle of this cycle. So the weeks might look a little heavier at the beginning of the week, lighter in the middle and end of the week. But know that you can get excellent workouts in throughout the week, regardless of your participation in the Open, which you should be doing anyway, because it's a heck of a lot of fun. All right. Then at the end, we'll be retesting all of these movement patterns. Okay. Again, that's that back squat, that deadlift, and that overhead press. Our gymnastics is going to include not a specific progression necessarily on specific movement patterns like we've seen in previous cycles, but we will have touches on all of the things. So handstands, pulling, toe to bar, muscle ups, all of that stuff. We'll be seeing some skill work on that and some volume work so that we can be ready for the Open. Conditioning is going to continue to, of course, touch on all of the different modalities that we expect for our various fitness needs, and we'll cycle throughout the week, especially if you're making it to a lot of classes, so that you can hit all of those different aspects of your fitness. Okay. We, for Express, will be mirroring our fitness cycle, of course, as per usual, and going to aim to get us at least some gymnastics each week, if not every other week. And then, of course, getting some progression on those strength movements as well. We will also be mirroring those conditioning sessions from our fitness classes. Okay, pretty standard there. So if you listen to the fitness and you're an Express person, it should make the same sense, I hope. And then for Legends, continuing on the same things that we've been kind of progressing and working on in terms of our various different, stimuli for fitness, and making sure that we're getting that kind of baseline conditioning up and up and up. And for our strength training, we're going to be really caring for our joints a lot. And I think we do that really well in Legends anyway, but we're going to be doing some more kind of specific work on joint care and strengthening there. And then we'll be doing a little bit more squatting pattern rather than deadlifting focus this time around. And if you're in Legends and have noticed this the last few weeks of this past cycle, we're also going to be continuing our work on getting our spine health in gear. So we're going to see a lot more thoracic extension and rotation involved in our day-to-day in Legends, so that we can maintain that functionality throughout all of our movement patterns. So those are our base programs, and we'll be keep on keeping on, y'all. It's going to be great for the next few weeks. I'm excited to get us geared up for the Open. I think it'll be a lot of fun and get all those gains. All right. Happy New Year.